Hello there, my YouTube audience. This is Dan Drusky as your guide and cameraman for this new updated video for November 8th, 2021. Sorry about I couldn't do no updated video last week. Things has been so hectic lately. Like one of my family members from Yonkers, New York was come to visit. That's my brother Brian. Yep. And things that's going on with the plumbers and just with everything. It's been so hectic. At least we had like a good Halloween. Now, the next holiday we're almost near in this month of November is Veterans Day. Yep. Excuse me. And these are the things of these VHS tapes and other formats I got this week from one of them from the thrift store, and even from the flea market, and few from eBay. Yep. And now we're in this new month, and let's hope we're gonna make more of these update videos, just for here on in. Let's start with one of the early VHS tapes I just got. Something I'll be putting on eBay in the very near future. Here's a Disney sing-along tape of Heigh-Ho. Has some clips from the clips of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, like the Heigh-Ho song and Dwarf's Yodel song. Lady and the Tramp, I have the Siamese Cats. Pinocchio for High Dibbity Dee. Mary Poppins for Let's Go Fly a Kite. In this copy of the Heigh-Ho sing-along tape, that has the Yo-Ho-Ho Pirates of the Caribbean. During the 1990s reissue, it was kindly cut out. That's got to be 1994. And this is the late 1987 reissue of this sing-along tape. Originally, it came out in the spring of 87, and it had print date and the Deftone on there. This tape has no print date, but has a barcode on there. This is the exact copy of Heigh-Ho on VHS that I got it from when I lived in Tony Pace's. Or I think when I lived at Nana's back in the late 80s. And now here's The Boy Named Charlie Brown VHS. And this is the 1992 reissue. And this is the first Charlie Brown feature-length movie was ever made in 1969. Before Snoopy Come Home was kindly made. Originally, Boy Named Charlie Brown came out on VHS was around 1984 from CBS Fox Kids Video. Then it was reissued in 1985 in the Playhouse video release. Then it was a reprint in 1988 when they put the previews of the Playhouse video titles. And this is the 1992 reissue of The Boy Named Charlie Brown. Vertical sticker label, and this tape was printed on the 9th week of 2000. That was at the time when Paramount reissued The Boy Named Charlie Brown, when all the Peanuts movies and specials were from Paramount. And here's something I'll be selling on eBay that stars at Richard Pryor and Jackie Gleason in the toy Richard Donner's film. And this movie, The Toy, is about when Richard Pryor as Jack Brown wants to get a job working for U.S. Bates, played by Jackie Gleason. And however, he first started out being like a maid, and then he became like a cleaning person at the department store until his son Eric Bates wants the black man. That's how they hire Richard Pryor to become like his toy. And did you know the kid plays Eric Bates in The Toy was the one who was in the Christmas Story. I think it's like Scott Skrewitz as Eric Bates. This film co-stars Wilfred High White and Ned Brady, the one who just died. And you know, this copy of The Toy, it is the late 1983 reissue from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Originally, it came out on VHS back in early 1983 on VHS and Betamax. Show you what this tape looks like. This is the 1986 reprint of The Toy with the colorful sticker label reprint. And this tape was printed on the 13th week of 1986. It has a barcode on there. Hold on a second. So when I put this tape away. The next one I got here is a Holy Grail VHS I got from the flea market. Like another fairy tale theater VHS of Jack and the Beanstalk that was made in 1982, has Dennis Christopher, Elliot Gould, and Gene Stapleton. And this is the 1984 release. This is the second volume of the CBS Fox Videos Fairy Tale Theater Collection series. And did you know it was reissued in 1987 in the Playhouse Videos Fairy Tale Theater Collection? Yep, it has no print date on it. This tape has got to be made around 1984. Show you what this box looks like. God, I love these big boxes of the Fairy Tale Theater VHSs. That's what happens when you're at the flea market and find something by accident. Now here's one of the more Disney VHS tapes I'll be selling. Here's Winnie the Pooh and the Tigger 2. Originally it came out in 1986. However, this is the 1987 reissue. It has no print date on it, and this is the third of the Winnie the Pooh featurette. But Winnie the Pooh and the Busby Day nominated for Academy Award for a Best Short Subject of 1968. Here's the sticker label from 1987, barcode, and has no print date on it. Here's another Winnie the Pooh tape. Winnie the Pooh and the Honey Tree. Originally, this is the 1986 release. This is the 1987 reissue from Walt Disney Home Video. This is the one where Winnie the Pooh gets stuck into a honey tree. 1987 sticker label, barcode on there, but no print date on it. But incidentally, if I want to watch any of those Winnie the Pooh featurettes, I watch it in the one feature-length movie of Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh from 1977. Here's the Ducktales VHS of Daredevil Ducks. This is one of the early Ducktales VHS tapes. Came out in 1988. And on this volume has the Money Vanish and Home Sweet Homer. Show you what this tape looks like. Sticker label 1988 and has no barcode. It has no print date on it. DuckTales. Ooh. Here's like the Holy Grail VHS. This is the Spring Break. It was made in 1983 from Columbia Pictures, and this is the 1985 reissue of Spring Break. Originally came out on VHS around late 1983. In the previous updated video, I showed you Spring Break. It was my birthday update video I made back in August. I have the 1984 reprint of this tape. Sticker label from 86. This is the exact copy as the toy that I just showed you earlier. This tape was printed on the 10th week of 1986. Probably around by March. Hold on. And here's the movie that stars with John Candy and Eugene Levy and Mae Ridge in Armed and Dangerous. Co-stars with Robert Loggia, the one from Scarface in 1983. Armed and Dangerous is not really a great comedy, but they got some good hilarious scenes when Candy and Levy were just undercover. Both of these guys are from SCTV. And this is on VHS around early 1987 by RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Yep. Sticker label print. This tape was printed on the 4th week of 1987. Yep. On this tape, well, on the end of this tape has a preview of one of the RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video titles, like About Last Night, and the second Karate Kid, and Stand By Me. We got more of the VHS tapes. We got here like Incredible Difference, that stars with Ryan O'Neal, Shelley Long, Drew Barrymore. Also has Sharon Stone, Alan Garfield, and Sam Ward, a Willowmaker. Yep. This is about when they have like mother and father separation. This is a 1984 release from Restaurant Video. This film was originally released in Warner Brothers around 1984. Same Drew Barrymore did E.T. in 1982. Here's the original vertical sticker label of Restaurant Video. This is an ex-rental tape from Pennsylvania. God, I love living here. You don't see that in New York anymore. Now we got here Samuel Goldwyn classic of Wuthering Heights, Academy Award-winning masterpiece, best cinematography 1939, starring with Sir Laurence Olivier and Marie Oberon. This film co-stars with David Niven, Flora Robeson, Geraldine Fitzgerald, and Donald Crisp. Directed by William Wilder. He directed just films like Funny Girl and The Best Years of Our Lives. Originally, this movie, Wuthering Heights, came out on VHS was around 1985. However, this copy is the 1987 reissue by Embassy Home Entertainment and Nelson Entertainment. And boy, and also this tape has got to be made from Sony Blank. And I have another copy of Wuthering Heights, the one from 1985. In the future, I can show you that copy. God, I love these Sony tapes. Made by Sony. Now I got here, the movie is based on a true story of this great musician of Glenn Miller. Stars with Jimmy Stewart as Glenn Miller and June Allison. This tape is unopened. It also has with Louis Armstrong, Gene Cooper, and Francis Langford and Harry Morgan. This is the musical biography of Glenn Miller when they play something that Glenn Miller used to play back in the 40s. This tape is a 1986 release from MCA Home Video, and this tape was wrapped over around 30 years and never been opened. And I'll be selling this one on eBay for the very near future. The next one I got here, Thief of Hearts. I think I showed you that earlier from my other updated video. Yep. Steve Bonner was in this film. The same Steve Bonner was in Scarface in 1983 when he was Tony Montana's sidekick. That was like supposed to be George Raft. This is the 1985 release from Paramount Gulf Western Company, Paramount Home Video. Here's what the tape looks like. Sticker label from 1985, early 85. And this tape was reprinted on 48th week of 1988. I have like the original copy, but I'll be selling this run on eBay. We got some more tapes. I got here a movie without no box packaging. We have here is Alfred Hitchcock's Faerie from 1972. Originally, it's on VHS in 1980. It was a reissue around 1984. Yep. And this tape was reprinted around 1985. It has no Deftone at the end of this tape. Now I got here we got here is Encore and Encore. The stars with Al Pacino, Dan Cannon, Tuesday Wade, and Bob Dishy and Alan King. made in 1982, and this is the 1983 release from CBS Fox Video. However, this movie starts with the 20th Century Fox Video logo on there. Yep, there's the sticker label, and this is hard to find. I used to have that on CED once back in New York, so I was selling as part of my comedy movies in different categories. So here we got here Just Between Friends. Stars with Mary Tyler Moore, Sam Waterston, and Ted Danson. This is like the sequel to the Phoenix Begins Again with Robert Preston. And this is a late 86 release from HBO Canon Video release. Yep. I checked out the tape. It has no deftone. Yep. Just Between Friends. The next one we got here some more VHS tapes. That is The Great Bank Hacks. That was made in 1976. It stars with Burgess Meredith, Richard Bates Hunt, Annette Brady, and Christina Dallas. And it's from Warner Home Video, released from 1985 from Warner Home Video when it's under a license of Warner Communications Company. I had to get this copy. This tape was printed on May 15, 1985. That was before they changed it with the WB logo on those VHS packagings. Now I got here Fame live at the Royal Albert Hall. Yep. This is just like based on a motion picture of Fame that was made in 1980, but this is made in concert around 1983, after 3 years when Fame was made by Alan Parker's directing. Here's what this tape looks like. That is like it's called The Kids from Fame live at the Royal Albert Hall. Royal Albert Hall has got to be from England or something like that. It's not exactly in New York. Just like back in the late 80s when Dirty Dancing movie was popular, they even did Dirty Dancing live. Here's Rich and Famous. Was made in 1981 as stars with Candice Bergen in there. It's directed by George Cukor. The same George Cukor even directed Gaslighter or even My Fair Lady. This is the 1982 release from MGM UA Home Video. Here's what this sticker label looks like. Here's the back. The next one we got here is 55 Days at the Pickin'. That stars with Charlton Heston, Ava Gardner, and David Niven. It was made in 1963, and this is on VHS from originally came out in 1979, but this is the 1986 reissue from United Home Video. This film was just got to be released from Ellen Artists. Here's what the sticker label looks like. It's hard to put the tape back in there. Now the next one we got here, a couple of the VHS tapes that stars with the King of Rock and Roll and the King Elvis Presley. First we got here is Girls, Girls, Girls in a 1987 release from the Elvis Presley collection from Key Video under the license of CBS Fox. This is made in 1962 from Viacom International, but originally was made for Paramount in 1962, but they cut out the Paramount logo because the Fox distributor wouldn't want to allow that on there. Here's what the label looks like. And this sticker label is from 1984. Has no print date and has no barcode on there. Here's another Elvis Presley VHS, Kissing Cousins. Was made in 1964 from MGM that stars with Arthur O'Connell, the one from All in the Family TV show, Jack Albertson from Grandpa Joe from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And this movie was released on VHS from 1988 from MGM UA Home Video, part of the Elvis Presley collection. Show you what this tape looks like. And this tape was printed on March 15, 1989. I checked out this tape. This tape has a Deftone at the end. And here's something that is hard to find. It's called Head. Head is the one and only the Monkees movie was ever made, and this is the first time the music band Monkees did their first movie at the time when the Monkees were doing their TV show during the mid-60s, when it was made by Screen Gems. It was made from Columbia Pictures in 1968. I checked out this tape. The opening logo, it starts with the 1977 Columbia Pictures logo. However, this tape came out around early '86 from RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video. Here's a reprint from 1988. Yep, 1988 reprint. This tape was printed on July 27, 1991. I was almost near 7. This tape was printed on 34th week of 91. A long time ago, I used to have like one of the Monkees VHS tapes, till I had to get rid of them. Here's some more VHS tapes I have here. It's Lum Abner. Lum Abner was a musical film, was made in 1959, but was originally opened up on Broadway in 1956. In this film version, it has Peter Palmer, Leslie Parlish, and Stubby Kaye. Originally, Edie Adams used to do the Broadway play of Lum Abner in 1956, which is during at that time when she was married to Ernie Kovacs. Yeah. That was when Edie Adams does the great Daisy May, yeah. And Peter Palmer was just Lum Abner. Daisy May is just one of the cutest characters in the series, based on the comic strip. And did you know Lum Abner was made in one of those Columbia cartoons during the 1940s by Dave Max Fleischler, after they left Paramount during of the 40s. And this is a hard to find VHS that I don't want to miss. Here's what this tape looks like. This is from 1991, released from Paramount Communications Company. And I gotta check out the print date on there. This tape was printed on the 43rd week of 1991. Now I got here a touch-up class that stars with George Segal and Gina Jackson. Academy Award winner Best Actress 1973. Media Home Entertainment release from 1984. And this film co-stars with Paul Sorvino. Yep. And you know, George Segal and Gina Jackson did like the other film together called Lost and Found in 1979 that I showed you from the other previous updated video. Sticker label was 1985 by Media Home Entertainment. However, this tape was going to be printed in 1986. But I checked out the tape, it doesn't have no Macrovision. And here's the last VHS tape before we start the second part. That is Dangerous Cruise. The Dangerous Cubs. It was made in 1987. This is the 1989 release. That stars with Tad Donovan. Also co-stars with Leslie Nielsen. And this is an ex-rental tape, and the sticker label's missing. I don't see any print date on it, but it has a barcode on it. So, I'll see you for part 2 for this updated video, and try to subscribe if you like any of these tapes. See you later for part 2. Bye.